Hello from BugeyeGuy.com, and I'm excited today to share with you Fred, a new Bugeye that we have for sale, and it happens to be a very special car because it's a true 58 Bugeye. This one is about the 965th car to leave the factory floor in 1958, very early in production. And what's most special about these early cars really is this thin pillar windshield frame. You'll notice it has a chrome frame with a bunch of lift dot studs along the top and then painted windshield pillars matched to the car, and that's exactly the way they built them in 1958. If you come over here to Corky, you'll see the later style. After I think it was 5,500 Bugeyes, they changed to this pillar, which was thicker, and this frame, which was beefier, and then this lip here is what the top bow hooks under. You have two lift the dot studs, one on each end, and a much beefier assembly. So this is Corky's windshield, the later style that came with pretty much all the Bugeyes that are out there. You don't see many of these thin frames left, and there's a good reason. They're more fragile and pretty easy to break the glass if you push from the stanchion, which is a mistake people sometimes make. So the later model is really an improvement, but this has a much more beautiful grace to it. More slender, reminiscent of the 104, which is also a thin windshield frame, and the chrome is very pretty, so it's a nice subtle detail that's pretty special, and it's nice to have one of these frames on a 58 car just like it did when it was new. We've also put in the proper rib door lining, which is correct for new. There are a bunch of other things on this car that are 58 specific. You might even notice here along these wheel arches there was a big fillet that was here. Now you have a little brace right up here under the carpet, but nothing through here. And if you come over here on Corky again, which is a 59 car actually, you'll see there's actually this big chunk of metal here, this fillet, braced against the wheel arch, which on the later cars they all had this. I don't know if they felt they needed more rigidity, if that's why they did it, or what changed, but after about the 5,000th car, it might have been a little earlier, I have to look at my notes, but somewhere in the production run, after this car, they added a reinforcement along the wheel arch, and I can look that up for anybody who's interested. Feel free to email me. Other than that, Fred is really a nice car. A lot of good restoration has been done to this car. We still have original bias ply tires, just the way they would have come off the factory floor, and the interior is looking great. The other nice thing is that this was in fact a primrose yellow car when it was new, with a black interior, which would have come with white piping, just like you see on these seats. So the heritage certificate comes with this car and confirms that the details that you see are in fact correct and accurate. And so that's Fred today from BugeyeGuy.com.